say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I love you to my dying day. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da. Everybody! Da 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 da. At this moment, you mean everything. I confess, but I'm dirty. Come on, come on, Eileen. These people round here, well, they don't know some kids don't try face for design to what their fate is, but not us. No, not us. We are far too young and clever. A little on this too forever. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear, well, it means, oh, come on, let's take off everything. That pretty red dress, Eileen, tell them yes. Oh, come on, let's. Oh, come on, Eileen. That pretty red dress, Eileen, tell them yes. Oh, come on, let's. Oh, come on, Eileen, please. Come on, Eileen, Telluride. Come on, Eileen, Telluride. Tellura. Oh, Eileen said, come on, Eileen, Telluride. Come on, Eileen, Telluride. Tellura. Things round here have changed. I said, come on, Eileen, Telluride. Come on, Eileen, Telluride. Tellura. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. Well, he means at this moment. You mean everything. You in that dress, my fault. I confess, but I'm dirty. Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. Well, he means at this moment. You mean everything. You in that dress, my fault. I confess, well, that's dirty. Come on, Eileen. Come on, Eileen. Whoa. Well, he means, whoa. Come on, everything. You in that dress. Whoa. I confess. Oh, believe me, if all those enduring young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to suddenly leave you or fly in the night, just like fairy gifts gone in the sky. What a scene, what a joy, what a lovely sight. With my game is the big sensation. Morning, evening, and afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the best of Chap badly plays. He is, of course, continuing his endeavor of the King of the Castle. Won't that be amazing? And if you would like to see more, be sure to check out all the other times I've basically done this thing. And also, hopefully you enjoyed the newest addition to the singing repertoire. I intend to basically just have an audio shot of it and have it all be that. But how will we continue with just you and I? Trash can. Trash can. Do you not know how this works? And whoever the third person in the stream is. Trash can. Trash can. Trash can. Have you ever heard of this thing called It's Only Been 10-12 Minutes? Do you expect all of my viewers to just suddenly turn up out of the blue in a matter of seconds? This isn't a fucking TV show that's on at a certain time frame. They have places to be, and sometimes they may require that I be somewhere as well. Trash can. They can't always be here on my stream, but it doesn't matter as long as we're here. I thought the fans would just come rushing. You can't expect... If I had fans that basically just rushed at me all at once, I wouldn't get anything done. Especially if I'm having to read the channel. And it always, it boggles my mind of how people can still read chat when they're basically speeding up like it's a goddamn... like it's the middle of the A1. But regardless of that, hello and welcome to that Best of Chap Badly Plays. My name is the Best of Chap, and I hope you're having a great time as we play some good old King of the Castle. When we last left off, I did good and succeeded, I think. I'm not good at remembering things, but all I can remember is that I got a W, and all of you got a massive fat L. But regardless of that, hey, I'm still here, I'm good, I'm golden. In fact, you could almost argue that I'm going to be having the next best predecessor of, ruling. But regardless of that, they only lost due to my absence. Yeah, sure, Trash Can. Sure. But when we, okay, Trash Can, let me just tell you one other thing. Recently, I've been just doing a lot of things. I was in my acting lesson, and I also watched a lovely little show on the BBC iPlayer, and as well as that, what else was there? Finished the game, continuing to play a game, and a lot of things. But do you want to know what's happened very, very recently? And this just came 1.5 hours ago. Basically, it went like this. I just came out of the shower, and of course, everything's a bit foggy because sometimes I like to have some of the... because usually the window's closed. Every time you have a shower, everything, humidity just builds up. To which the obvious solution is open the window and does that. Now, here's the thing. People usually have those side windows that usually open like this. I, on the other hand, have one of those where you pull it up and it does this, where the air comes through here and here, and thus it opens like that. However, do you want to know what happened when I was opening that to get the humidity out? I opened it, and something, out of nowhere, just fell to the floor. To which I'm thinking to myself, oh God, what just happened? Where did it go? Where did it go? Is it around here somewhere? Did just a random piece of filth just fall onto the floor that I'll have to clean up now? No? I guess I was hallucinating things. It couldn't have just been me. To which, then, suddenly, I thought, okay, I'll just brush my teeth and then get back downstairs to start the stream. And suddenly, as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm in my towel and all. I'm just basically about to leave, and I've already done brushing my teeth. To which suddenly, I look down, and what do I see? It was a motherfucking... I don't know what it was. It might have been a bee or a wasp. It doesn't matter. Slowly crawling from the back of the sink and onto the middle of the floor. Almost like it was suffering because it was winter. It was late autumn and almost winter. And I got to see it in plain view. Do you know what I did? In my towel and toothbrush, I ran downstairs. To be frank, that's not as bad as I expected. No, but here's the thing, though. I have a fear of those flying creatures. Do you want to know why? They're a part of the fear of the unknown. I don't know where the fuck they're going and why they're here or why they decided to pop into my peripheral vision. Well, that and trauma. But as far as I can tell, they are pricks, flying pricks. They sting everyone when they feel like it. By the way, my response are like 10 seconds delayed due to the end of my stream. Yeah, I completely understand. So, yeah. Long story short, there is now a toothbrush hanging on my door handle, and it's still there. It is still there. I don't know what to do, but and I'm not allowing anyone else to be handling this responsibility except for me. So, you know, I'm probably going to pad myself with a lot of gear. And, yeah, hope for the best. You know, because I don't like wasps. Don't like them one bit. I also don't like bees either. Although the bees are a bit better than the bastard wasps. All I gotta say about that. But yeah. You kept the toothbrush. Why didn't you just leave it in the bathroom? Because I was still brushing. It was still in my mouth with toothpaste in it. And it was in the process of brushing my teeth. So, as a result, I had to use the kitchen sink as I was running out of the bathroom. So, yeah, it's fair to say it's still... Hey, JP! What is up? Your boy has a bee in the bathroom. Can't get it out because too scared. Don't know if the window's still open. It's not. I shut it because I didn't want any of the cold air to get in. So as a result, there is still undoubtedly a wasp/bee in my bathroom. And thus as a result, I don't know what to do. But it'll be for future me's problem. Without further ado, let's get into the game. And of course, we've got the what? Ha, puss. What do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How dare you? You expect me, a person like that, to... You're just letting it regain the strength to attack you. I don't think so. Scared of the bathroom, really? No, I'm scared of the bee/wasp that's in the bathroom. Because of past trauma of bees and wasps. Something that I will not divulge in this chat. All I gotta say. But yeah, on the far left area, we got the one, the only, the best actor in the friggin' world.
Nicolas Cage.
Do not him! He will not reply. And of course, next to him is the Chapel. Hello, I am going to be the best ever when it comes to taking down evildoers. Also, that B you are talking about, that is my friend. He is Jacob, and he buzzes around now and then. He will go away when you feel like it. I don't think I've ever seen a Nick Cage movie. I would recommend you watch You Will Never Know. Which is a New York movie. Based, and it's... Last thing I saw of Nick is Willy's Wonderland, lol. Ah, yes. Silent protagonist, Nicolas Cage, going bing, 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 bing. Fuck you, Flamingo, and just takes down all the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics out of fucking yonder. And doesn't have the wherewithal to just, I don't know, just kill, just leave. He's just like, I got a job to do. My car doesn't get fixed until later on. Also, I'm a silent protagonist. Because I'm silent. That's all we really need to know. And of course, next to Sir Chapo is Rousey of the Delta Rooms. Lovely. I don't know if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's. Might as well check that out. No, I'm scared of things. But yes, the fluffiest boy of Deltarune is Rousey. And of course, the only bot I'm allowing in this chat room, that's right, it's ReactBot. Everybody, say hello to ReactBot. And ReactBot, say hello to chat.
I hate to bring gender into this, but women deserve to be respected.
Okay, I mean, JP and the trash can are men. So I don't know how we got to that point. Oh, sorry, I'll be back in like 20 to 30 minutes. Look, okay, fair enough. But yeah, ReactBot, are you looking forward to some good old Kill the Castle?
I hope you're hungry for nothing.
Shush. 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 Also, there's a bee in my bathroom. What should I do with it?
Okay, hear me out.
Seriously, Chap, you definitely need to update Chatbot. What do you mean? Why do you want me to update Chatbot? You mean ReactBot? Because at the end of the day, it's just... Why? What do you find wrong with the lurk thing? Just... Is it normal to bot to say nonsense? What do you mean? I put that in there. You think... It gives you a certain set that you can basically add to the response. I put, bruh, name is sleeping, thanks for the lurk, sleepy dab. What, would you prefer it say something else? Would you prefer it said something else? JP? What do you think, ReactBot? Should we change that alert?
Fortnite is for gamers. Call of Duty is for babies.
Okay, he's not helping us in any way. Oh, never mind, Chap. I've always wondered. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, without further ado... oh, and also on the top left, there is a random corgi off of DuckDuckGo images. On the top right, we got Shiva, my fifth favorite underrated video game character from Resident Evil 5. On the bottom left, we got Jodariel from Pyre. And on the bottom right, we got Philip DeFranco from the Philip DeFranco Show. And of course, yeah, that's all I really need to say. So without further ado, let's get into the game! Yes, that's right, everyone. Let's get into the game. Also, I have some bad news for everyone. I don't have any monster for this. But forgive me if I'm not my 100% active self, or if I suddenly crash out at any point. All I gotta say, you know, I just think I'm gonna go through horrible forms of withdrawal. But there's only one way to find out, isn't it? But that we've only got one way of finding out, don't we? So yeah, moving on. You might be thinking, why didn't you just go to the shops and get one? To which, yeah, Chap, get one. And I'm like, I'm actually back a lot quicker than I expected. Unluck. Alright. As the horses start rolling in, look at them go one by one into the castle, where they will address to yours truly. Won't that be amazing? And don't worry, there will be lots more to come. But of course, we are continuing with King Cassia II of the Sir Chapel dynasty, presiding over the kingdom of the Barons of the March, the Partitions of the Coast, and the Grandees of the South. What a lovely thing to see. And all I gotta say is, it's absolutely amazing how regal, how much authority that King Cassia II is protruding right here. As we get into the game, what a lovely thing. Everyone join up, JP, Trash Can. All of you ready up so we can get this ball all rolling. Won't that be fun? And don't worry, Trash Can. I better be a Baron, Coast, and Grandee is just sad. Oh, look, Trash Can. Congratulations, you're bald. You're a Baron, but you're also bald. Hopefully you don't mind that. I know I don't. Get up. And we've got JP the Third. Here's your 1,000 gold from last time. Don't spend it all in one place. Now you look absolutely regal. Wouldn't you agree? Gonna try to get a raise. Don't worry. You can borrow some from Trash Can, who has 1,650. Yeah, that's right. You played this before. And that was a couple of monarchs ago. But regardless, it's what it is. And don't worry, there will be others that will be joining us shortly. In fact, I might peer pressure a couple of peeps to join us. I did? Yeah, you did. Because if you didn't, I would only see 1,000 gold in your thing. Either that or I didn't know that's possible to get gold from other players. Well, so wait, yo wanna dethrone me? Question mark. And then we go, hey, Calatino, which is of their partitions. Hopefully you're all going to be enjoying this ever so loving endeavor. And now that we've gotten everyone here, I hope you all enjoy in this endeavor. Barons of the March, the Grandees of the South, the Partitions of the Coast are being resided over by King Cassia II of the Sir Chapel dynasty. Let's see what we have to offer as we begin! There will be others that will be joining us, make no mistake about that. Now we got the council introduction, the coronation, and the path to victory. Time for the council introduction. Now that you're the king, your first duty is to meet with the council of nobles. But before we do that, let me just say this. With an authority of 6, a stability of 6, a treasury of 1,690. What is the march, Barons of the March? Well, these, as you can clearly see. And for the Barons, we have a trade of 9, a farming of 9, a military of 6, a faith of 1, and a defiance of 2. Meanwhile, for the Grandees, we have a trade of 8, a farming of 1, a military of 8, a faith of 10, and a defiance of 2. For the Partitions, we have a trade of 8, a farming of 8, a military of 5, a faith of 3, and a defiance of a dos. Isn't that interesting? I might have to go at 7, FYI. Yeah. Don't worry, there'll be others that will join us shortly as well. Anyway, introduce yourself to the Partitions of the Coast. A pleasure, your Angus Majesty. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Introduce yourself to the Grandees of the South. May the knife god bless your reign, your highness. I trust you will conduct yourself with honor and with faith. and introduce yourself to the bands of the march. Hail and well met, your majesty! Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. And with that, the introductions are done. The council immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your mother fought so hard for? Bruh. What it's sacrilege. And of course, let's go for the coronation. Oh hey, I'm white, lol. At first I was black, just now I realize Lamau. Yeah, don't worry, JP. You are tanned. You are just tanned. You are a tan skin. Very fine. Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your mother, but now it's your time to wear the crown. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Alright, shall we? Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. Do we C, throw the king in the river, or D, outdated traditions? There's no need for a coronation at all. C or D, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey! Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Trash can has decided not to vote. Oh, now you have. Lovely. The voting has closed, and thus we throw the king into the river. It is decided. The king will be thrown in the river. Let me change out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurting you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown upon your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Interesting. Time for the path to victory! Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your mother out of the picture, the nobles will look for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Let's go for, an architect of a new golden age. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Delicious a trade. And the season! Baldric of the Trash Can bloodline, charismatic marcher hunter, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When of the bounds of the march backed up for a fight! Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. What shall you do? Shall you A, do an uprising which is raising the treasury, B, modernization which is lowering of his military, or C, propaganda which is lowering stability? How ironic, Baldric for the Baldies. Hey, who knows? Anyway, which one do you pick? Trash Can, you have picked uprising which is raising the treasury. Voting is closed, and thus an uprising will commence. The barons plan to incite a peasant uprising to overthrow the king, before swooping in to steal the throne for themselves. To advance their scheme, the barons must raise the treasury to 2,000 or more in 2 seasons. Interesting indeed. Meanwhile, Florian of the Catalino family, well-known coastal political fixture, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in measured prose. Fellow politicians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Cassia II. Something must be done. Do we A, intimidation, which is raising stability. B, conspiracy, which is lowering the treasury. Or C, corruption, which is lowering the authority. Which one shall you do, Calitino? Which one shall it be? You have chosen corruption, which is lowering the authority. The voting is closed, and thus that will be it. The partitions plan to turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure that the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the partitions must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Interesting. Meanwhile, Zalma of the JP lineage, charismatic former priest, stands bathed in sunshine, droning on as in a daze. A false pretender occupies my throne. The throne, while my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain upon our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered. What shall you do, JP? Will it be A, sorcerer, which is raising the authority? B, doppelganger, which is lowering your own defiance? Or C, favor, which is raising your own farming? Which one will it be, JP? Which one will it be? Oh, you have 10 seconds. You have chosen A, sorcery, which is raising the authority. Interesting indeed. Seems the barons, the grandees and the partitions now have a conflicting goal. The grandees plan to make a bargain with a wizard. These immortal spellcasters Sodom get involved in political squabbles, but perhaps if the king was considered a threat to their autonomy. To advance their schemes, the grandees must raise authority to 5 or more in 2 seasons. Interesting indeed. Thus, the schemes are afoot, but let's go to the laws of the land. Ooh, bribery. Why not? And the season. We got the honor guard, we got the jousting tournament, and I can't see what's behind there, so we're just going to have to assume what it could be. One evening, you're sitting up in bed reading some paperwork when a filth-encrusted peasant wanders into your bedchamber. As bold as brash. Hello, you mate. Glad I finally found you. This bloody place is a maze. Mind if I take a seat? Guards! 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 But your palace watch are nowhere to be seen, despite you yelling yourself hoarse. Listen, I've got a bloody great idea for you. What if we chop the legs off horses and replace them with wheels? Boom! Faster transportation! Before the peasant can explain further, your marshal bursts into the bedchamber, sword drawn. Your Majesty, I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I have no idea where the palace watch are. Do you want me to kill this intruder for you? Nah, just kick him out. I'll mind your back, scumbag. The peasant is dragged from your bedchamber, still babbling about horse wheels. When the marshal returns, she looks grim. If one thing's clear from this mess, it's that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe. Not like the pathetic watch. Slim, no trash can, no. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just half-form mercenaries. They'd be loyal to Corn above all. Alright, I've made my decision. I'm going for the one with the highest military, which is the Southern Nuns. I will make the arrangement at once. Yes, the battle nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation behind your throne. Lovely! Love to see it. Let's go for the jousting tournament. Your Majesty, the bands of the march have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Wonderful, I'll compete myself. Superb! Your Majesty, I will send your acceptance directly. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, time for a risky wager. Hold on to your masks, hats, and other accessories, everyone! Baron Trashcan is about to lose a huge amount of money. We'll bet our life savings on a boat race across the coast, and I am sure to win the day. So sure, in fact, that I petitioned the council to officially sponsor my voyage. What makes you so sure? By all that glitters, your Angus Majesty, I'm a partition. We practically learned to sail before we could walk. They're talking rubbish, my liege! My nice little cog will easily outstrip Catalino's old boat. If you sponsor anyone, sponsor me! Alright, do we A, sponsor Noble Partition Catalino, B, sponsor Baron Trashcan, C, sponsor both nobles, or D, decline to support anyone? Who wants some free money? Actually, wait. Who wants some free fucking money? A, B, C, or D, vote now! Voting, voting, voting. The voting is for you. Sorry about that. Voting, 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 voting. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting is for you now. Voting is... By the way, you can't change your mind, I'm afraid. And you have declined to support anyone. Great. Great, 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 great. Decline to support anyone. No swing voting, Catalino. It's only if I basically enable swing voting, that's when it can happen. What? Are you really so cheap? Excellent builds as merchants and tourists flock to the starting town. Soon both boats embark on their journey. They look very small and flimsy against the vast ocean backdrop. Your esteemed highness, I understand you elected not to sponsor the competitors, but surely you have a sense that one will outdo the other? Will you fancy a wager? Yes, I'd love to. Oh, marvelous. Then where shall you place your bet? I bet on a draw. That's right, I'm betting on a draw. A fascinating choice. To sponsor neither, but bet upon both. How much would you bet, your esteemed highness? Oh, 500 gold. 500 gold it is. Most excellent. You won't regret this. You return to the capital to await news of the race. Lovely. And the season. And now we are in the bidding wars. That's right. Trashcan may have 1,650, but JP and Calitino are broke with goddamn 1,000 gold to their name. Isn't that right, Reactbot?
This just feels wrong.
I know, right? Disgusting. Disgusting. Anyway, for the barons, we have A, a deer park, which lowers the farming, and B, a library that raises the stability. For the grandees, we have C, an aqueduct, which raises the farming, and D, a monument, which raises the authority. For partitions, we have E, an observatory, which lowers the faith, and F, a theatre, which lowers the authority. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on! Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding, a bidding on! Get your bidding, a bidding, a bidding on! Get your bidding, a bidding on right now. You have 30 seconds to basically get your bids out. Which one will it be? 25 seconds remaining. Will someone basically throw their money into the fray, or are they doing a last-minute snipe so that no one tries to overtake? 15 seconds. Which one will it be? You now have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No one has funded anything. That's right. Calitino, I know you've just tried to fund 600 at the last second, but I'm afraid you are too late. You are too late. Riabot, what do you have to say about all of these cheapos? Okay. We're just going to move on from there. End the season. Disgusting. Anyway, time to find time for a special guest. Backstory. Oh, you missed your funding goal, trash can. The Barons have assembled upon a jousting field, watching from tall stands. The place is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance and you ride out onto the field. Bro, where'd that 500 go? Because I betted. Welcome, one and all! We have the most thrilling guest today! As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare. Blow a kiss to a baron. Cheering erupts, and the nobles stamp so hard that the stands tremble. When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a king, put a dent in the challenge, really. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly! Let's make the most out of your advantage. Roll the dice! Shit! Most of your opponents don't even dare to touch you. One barely taps you with their lance. One deliberately falls off his own horse rather than risk regicide. As the tournament loses its edge, the audience spends most time chatting than watching the action. The barons mutter that it isn't very sporting to play that way. At the end of the tournament, Baron's trash can hands you a bag of gold as your prize. With a strained, toothy smile. Jousting is a serious business in the march. Interesting indeed. Anyway, a delicious discovery. A word from the boat race! Your sincere highness, Baron Trashcan has sent you a letter by Seagull. The race continues! Appends, Noble Partition, Calitino, and I are neck and neck! But I'm sure I'll get ahead soon. The bad news is that although we brought loads of dried venison with us, weevils have got into the barrels. If we're not careful, I'll starve, and my sailors will be hungry too. The good news is that we found this unfamiliar kelp that could be the answer to our prayers. But we don't know if it's poisonous. He asks for guidance on whether to use the seaweed for food. What do you say, Your Angus Majesty? Okay, do we A, Trashcan should eat the seaweed, B, leave the seaweed alone, it could be dangerous, or C, fund a speedy investigation by Quail University? B or C, vote now! Voting, the voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Calitino has decided not to vote. Interesting. Voting is closed. Leave the seaweed alone. It could be dangerous. Soon you hear from Trashcan once more. All goes well, Your Majesty. Luckily, some of our food barrels were free of vermin, and we left the seaweed behind. Poor Calitino, though. Their crew gulted themselves on the stuff, and it had a dreadful effect. We saw some of the sailors dive overboard in a frenzy. Trashcan is in the lead. Don't worry, Your Esteemed Highness. There's still plenty of time to go. I see. Anyway, time to find a spouse. Your Majesty, it's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What's your preference? Men, women, or do you not matter? I do not care. Thank you, your majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Ah, yes. And the season! Meanwhile, across the kingdom, discontent with the king is rising. Everyone knew that he was better off, but until now, it hadn't occurred to most people just how much better off. Now the peasants are asking all sorts of troublesome questions about their benevolent overlord. And as everyone knows, once a question has been asked, it can't be unasked. Somewhere in the march, a group of barons are touring Baron Trashcan's impressive trophy room. Once the tour is over, a bottle of brandy is uncorked, and the barons settle down for some light treason as a treat. The commoners are getting rowdy! And it's all thanks to us! Now that they know how much wealth the king's hiding, they're itching to get rid of him. Careful! We don't get too riled up, mind you, or they'll start asking questions about our wealth as well! Yeah, now it's time to incite some real chaos. Show them that King Cassia II is not only greedy, he's utterly incompetent too. For the next stage of the scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons. Meanwhile, down the south, Grandee JP III is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy into ribbons. Any luck finding a wizard to aid our cause? Nay, I am afraid not. King Cassia II is weak, and the wizards are satisfied that they needn't worry about royal meddlings in their affair. By the knife! We must try harder! The grandees aim to raise authority to 5 or more. Is there another meal? Nope. Oh, look, it's tax season. We love a little bit of tax. We'll keep it neutral for now. We now have mutiny, famine, and eligible options. Let's go to mutiny first. Dramatic news from the boat race, your esteemed highness. Baron Trashcan sent a letter telling me everything. We beg it for aid! My crew has turned against me! They say they did all the work to get us ahead! Erois! How is it going? Welcome back. You are a part of the partitions. Here's your 3,100 gold back from the previous endeavors. Lovely jubbly. I'm demanding higher pay, better treatment. Can you imagine? Imagine. They're threatening to throw me overboard. I beg for help. Every minute we argue, we lose time against Kelly Tino. Hell's bells! We must step in. These sailors can't be allowed to disrupt the race like this. Sure, really? Surely if Trashcan can't lead his own crew, that's on him. Why should he get special treatment? This has already hurt his chances of winning the bet! Why should he be punished further? Alright, do we A, send marcher troops to make them fall into line? B, the barons can send funds to pay off the mutineers? Or C, let the mutiny resolve itself? A or B, vote no! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The voting has closed, and thus send marcher troops to make them fall into line. Roll the dice! Yes! Marcher knights may not be trained for sea skirmishes, but they quickly overpower the mountainous sailors. Baron Trashcan is soon back on track. Still, he remains behind Calitino, and the race is nearly over. Oh, you see that? Anyway, famine! There's a famine. Hello, your majesty. I've travelled all the way from the south to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right. The grain price in the south is beyond our control. Greedy merchants are raking profit while the common folk starve. Alright, do we A, put a cap on the price of grain, B, subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth, C, import grain from the march and distribute it for free, or D, the free market will correct itself in due time. Who wants some free money and a 50% A, B, C, or D vote now? Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. A fucking freeway tie. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 1. Chat will bend to its favor. Which one is a more reasonable thing? Fuck it. I'm already suffering in debt. Fuck it, why not? The South is in your debt, your majesty! Remember, barons want lower stability, so C is best. That is true. That is very, very true. The kingdom coffers open, and a tide of free grain foods from the march to the south, putting many southern merchants out of business, but giving the barons a nice windfall. God damn it. The grain proves sufficient to keep the peasants alive until the next harvest, which will hopefully bring better days. Yes. Time for some more eligible options. I have found 3 potential matches for you. Hey, Agnius! Nice to see you. You are a part of the lovely grandees of the South. Here's your 1,000 gold. Don't spend it all in one place. Glad to see you here. Anyway, I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the 3 regions. Agnius, like imagination. Oh, imaginacious. Oh, imaginacious. Ah, imaginacious. That's the right word, right? Hopefully. Okay. You'll be securing a powerful line. Yeah, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall. Not quite. God damn it. Where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by the cloth. Okay, wait. Riyad, but how do you pronounce this guy's name?
Can't believe he did that.
It's not something to be shocked about. I'm just as shocked to know I mispronounced it as well. There's no need to say that. Alright, we'll just move on from that. Alright. Alright, let's see these eligible candidates. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. Imagnius. Got it. From the coast, we have Basil, the wealthy heir to noble partition heir race, the 4th estate. He spends most of his time in the solitude of his villa, so I know very little about him. Just never mind, I'm sorry. I like the sound of him. From the south, Bellona, the eldest daughter of the Imaginus. She's reputed to have the ego the size of the sun, but there's nothing wrong with confidence, right? Like many in the South, she claims to put the faith in the ninth god above all earthly worldly concerns. She's tried her hand at a number of ventures, though they all seem to end in disaster. Imagine. Imaginus. Imagine. Imaginus. Oh, Imaginus. 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 Please tell me I pronounced that right. Imaginus. Imagine that. Imaginus. No heaven. Okay. Not bad at all. And finally, we have the Marcher's offering. Jodica, scoin of the prestigious trash can bloodline. A typical baroness, really. Loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's got a reputation for not giving a damn what everyone thinks of her. Sounds like a laugh? What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. And which of them do you wish to marry? Let's go for fucking Basil. Let's go for Basil. Excellent. I'll make the arrangements at once. In the dingy seaside tavern, two partitions of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend! The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the king's rooms when he's out, that sort of thing. But the important thing is that the king's staff are getting used to selling their principles to the highest bidder. So what is next? Palace staff are one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the chancellor and the rest of the king's inner circle. To do that, we must demolish their respect for the king. If the kingdom is in utter chaos, they will see the king as an incompetent fool and be much more open to our bribes. To advance their scheme, the politicians must lower stability to 4 or less in 3 seasons. Oh dear. Oh, would you look at that? A call for unity? Oh, you shouldn't have. We'll put that right next to there. And the bankruptcy looms, the end is near, and the royal wedding. Let's go. Your wedding to Basil is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing in St. Bertram's Cathedral with Basil at your side. We just won't vote that one, pal. Anyway. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? Yeah, whatever. Then I pronounce you king and husband. Oh. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new husband, Basil, turns bright red every time a toast is called in his honor. Oh, wait, 1 second. Okay, anyway, sorry. Just needed to type that up. Anyway, by the time you find yourself alone with Basil, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Hello? I hope you had a good time. This is awkward, isn't it? I'm sorry. You both lapse into strained silence. Basil gulps back his wine. I can see you need some space right now. Yes, indeed. I think that would be good. Thank you. Sorry. You head to the spare bed chamber, leaving Basil alone. He will open up to you eventually, right? Okay. Let's hope so. Oh, wonder what's next. Oh, the end is near. Oh! The coastal boat race is nearly at a close. I'd hoped the coast would win the day, but it appears Trash Cat will sail to victory. Regrettably, things are going how the king bet. How exciting. Truly, this race is of the utmost importance. On a completely unrelated note, I have a shipment of grain that is due to intercept the races any day now. If the ship got in the way, who knows what might happen. I dare say the race outcome could be altered. Of course, I could be convinced to alter the shipment's route instead. Your Highness! We must stop this! Stop to this shameless attempt to sabotage the race! Oh! Who wants some free money? Have the barons pay for the ship to obstruct No. Have the partitions pay for the ship to obstruct Baron Trash Can. A, B, or C? Who wants some free money? Vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting. Who wants some free money? Voting. Hey! Dark Life! 6-7. Whatever. Welcome! You are a part of the illustrious partitions. Here's your 1,000 gold. Don't spend it all in one place. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. You have voted for me. Have the partitions pay for the ship to obstruct Baron Trash Can's path. Gadzooks! This undermines the very sanctity of the boat race! Grandy Imaginous lumbering ship makes it slow way in front of Trash Can's boat, blocking the way to the finish line. The grain makes its way to Tavalin ahead of schedule. Soon, nobles and peasants alike gather at the finish line, watching breathlessly as the winner arrives, and it's Trash Can. It is Baron Trash Can. Victory! Victory for the honor of the Barons! Now pay up, Calatino! A partition losing a sea race? It's a scandal! I don't know how it happened. Oh! Thank you! Thank you very much! Perhaps you'd like a rematch in a year's time. I had 6-7 in my damned username before the 6-7. Wow, really? Oh, I'm very sorry, Dark Life. I'm very sorry. It's a cruel joke by the universe. Oh. I'm so sorry. Absolutely not! It's time for a nice holiday in my villa to relax. And a lot of wine. Regrettably, Your Sincere Highness, you lost your bet. But it was all in good fun, wasn't it? Back in the march, merchants flocked to investigate Trash Can's boat and use his sailing techniques to improve their own crafts. Though the race is over, it gripped the kingdom. Similar bets take place as far afield as Sal and Kerf. Some successful and others ending in watery deaths. Yeah, that is a very cruel joke, I will say. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. Where did it all go? I couldn't possibly say, Your Majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. We could get a bank loan, or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps Coco open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard. Alright, how about we sell off some of the royal jewelry to wealthier nobles. You auction off a dozen necklaces, 5 golden rings, and a jeweled scepter to the nobles. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh! Oh, look at this fetching tiara. Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm the king. Anyway, embassy's on. The cavorting is still cavorting, as we can clearly see. Embassy's on. And we have a helping hand. A paper full of news. No, I don't want a scepter. Well, too bad. Well, that's too damn bad. Anyway, let's go for, disquiet in the south. Your Majesty, my peasants accuse me of hoarding wealth! Me! You're the third wealthiest noble here. Worse, they are throwing down their tools and burning their belongings, saying they want to live a centric life, that I should do the same. They want to have more exercise? No, not athletic, eccentric. They don't want to be pinned down by worldly possessions, but burning them is quite the overreaction. The ringleader is the movement is a philosopher called Antegra. She called herself a voice of the ninth god, and the peasants hang on her every word. They'll be at my door any moment. Do we A, send someone to infiltrate their cult, B, aggressively break up Antegra's meetings, or C, fire the troublemakers and hire servants from the coast? We're gonna veto that. A or C, vote now! Voting. The voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. Also, I'm afraid to say this, but the ads are about to play, so you know what that means.
I've declared war not because capitalism's
The thorn in my side, around nostalgia for an America gone by. War is a people's war against the system that spiraled out of control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them, defeat them, gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. It's gonna be a 3-minute ad break. If you don't want to see those shitty ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go to the multi-stream on YouTube. Although when you're on YouTube, it will not work here as it would do there. Anyway, yeah, I think it's been past 10 seconds. Let's see. Voting is closed. Send someone to infiltrate their cult. Grandy, Imaginus, arranges for one of the few loyal servants to go along the Antegra's gathering. You hope to hear from them soon. Meanwhile, both rich and poor scramble to show off their devotion to the ninth god in the face of Antegra's surging popularity. Interesting. Indeedy. And we're just going to hold off for a moment whilst you all gather around. I'm just going to look at a couple of things. Kick your feet up. Hopefully you have some things to say. Oh. Dang. Small world. Sorry, I'm also just typing to peeps because I also have a Discord server. Hopefully you see all that. But yeah, the other thing I could be doing is plugging all of my socials. So here's all my socials here. You could go on YouTube. You can go on Discord. You can go on TikTok if I basically get to it. I also have a Blue Sky. And that's all you really need to know about all of that. And thus, it will all work out. All of it very, very much. Also, I'm just going to clean up my pop filter microphone. If anyone has anything to basically add to this combo, feel free to say it whilst the ads are still ongoing and causing a righteous ruckus. I'm just being very honest because it's going to mentally drain me knowing this. Let me just Okay. Okay. Hopefully you're all doing well. And that we can basically continue on to this ever so loving endeavor. Won't that be fun? Okay. God, I am nothing without my monster energy. My energy, it just needs to be right next to me. But it ain't. It's nowhere to be seen. It's nowhere to be seen. Although there is a case I could just get at Tesco. Come to think of it, I could have just done that. I really should. You know what? After stream, I'm going to Tesco. After stream, I'm going to Tesco and I'm going to do that. That's just how it's going to be. Anyway, time for a paper full of news. And everybody will be coming along. Look at this, Your Majesty. The Chancellor holds up a wad of paper. On the front is painted the Daily Squawk, along with a dense block of text. They're calling it a paper of news, because everything that's written on it isn't, well, new. It's like a little town crier made of parchment. An intriguing idea. Indeed. If you look, it even has little picturesque stories in the back pages. How droll. The paper of news quickly takes the kingdom by storm. It seems everyone is reading it. Soon enough, there are even competitor papers, and they're being asked to give an interview. Don't do it, Your Angus Majesty! This is beneath the dignity of your office! Alright, do we A, know this newspaper business is silly? B, yes, but they can only print nice things about me. Or C, yes, and they can print whatever they like about the king. And by the way, welcome back from the ads. I hope you didn't hang yourselves. A, B, or C, vote now! Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting. Voting, 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 voting is for you. Hey! Voting, 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 voting. Voting. No, I wasn't happy about the ads. Yeah, I didn't think you would be either, because my god, I wouldn't want to subject anyone to the cacophony of horrific ads. But yes, 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed, and thus, yes, and they can do whatever they like about the king. You've never had a conversation quite like this with a commoner before. This journalist keeps actually asking difficult questions to your face. How do you respond? Let me address your question in fucking detail. Fuck your mother, fuck your sister, fuck your aunt, fuck your father, fuck your grandma, fuck your grandpa, fuck your nieces, nephews, and your fucking baby that will sooner or later be out in the open. Tosser. That's the detail I need. You talk at length about your justifications for your actions, while the journalist takes copious notes. Once the interview is over, all you can do is wait for the article to come out the very next day. Your servant soon arrives with a fresh piece of paper. Roll! Yes! I was going to say roll the dice. Yes, baby! To your relief, the interview is good. Graven. Everything you said makes sense, and the journalist puts you in a good light. Oh, look at all this good shit. Look at this. Look at it. Beautiful. Even the nobles take the article at face value, and the newspaper goes on to be the fastest selling newspaper in history, which is easy enough since they've only been around for a few months. From this point on, you'll be worried about journalists covering your every move. But at least you started out on the right foot. Lovely, a jubbly. Anyway, a helping hand. Cuss! Oh wait, Cuss, can I say it? I have something I want to ask you. What can I do for you? As you surely know, I run a very successful jewelry guild back at home in the coast. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some changes in the council, eliminate some of the import duties on the attached jewels, perhaps, if it's all right with you. You want me to give the course preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the jewelry trade anyway. Fine, I'll assemble the council. Excellent. I'll see you there. I'll see you there. All right, do we A, reduce import taxes on gemstones from Atesh? B, ban the import of all Atesh gemstones? Or C, do nothing? Who wants to reduce import taxes on gemstones from Atesh and get free money doing it? A, B, or C? Vote no! Voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey! Vote. I know B would be funny, but A. Who wants some free money? Voting. Oh, dang it. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is tied at a 1, and thus we are just gonna raise the trade a bit. Reduce import the Atesh. The other regions are outraged by the clear nepotism that's taking place, but Basil pays them no mind. As profits pour in, he even shares a portion of the income with the treasury. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it very much. Anyway, Elmos is on! Oh, down in the south, Grandy JP III is practicing his swordplay, cutting a dummy to ribbons. Suddenly, the sky turns black. A flash of light, a boom of thunder, and a figure stands where the charred scraps of the dummy used to be. I am a Cerberus, wizard of the storm. Speak your peace, mortal, and be quick. I thought we might have a common goal. The king has been overstepping his bounds recently, has he not? Hey, the cheese! How's it going? How is it going? Hey, join us. We're basically seeing how much nobility. Sorry, I finally figured out my phone number link. Yay! That's all we needed to hear. This is undeniably true. Watching from the clouds, I have observed many grave injustices committed by the king's minions. Technically, the precepts of magic forbid me from intervening. But alas, my colleagues abandoned that rule long ago. I suppose they gain nothing from keeping still. Ooh. And the cheese, you are a part of the barons. I'm very sorry. Here's your 1,000 gold. Don't spend it all in one place. Lovely to have you here. Yeah, Hey, green boy, how's it going? You looking forward to tomorrow? One thing, though, you must deal with the bees of my behalf. Did you say bees? Ah, yes. On the plain, they are simple insects. But in the apiary, the world of dreams and magic, they are powerful and intelligent. Call themselves the dreams of being. Sup, I am actually, so who's joining tomorrow? Probably, me, obviously. You, Aiden, and Simi, and Dubs, hopefully. Tomorrow is what? DBD? No! We're never playing that game ever again. We're playing Monster Con. Just so you know. And by the way, you don't even need to play. You don't even need to you don't even need to have the game. I have it, and all I have to do is screen share and we all play it. I thought it was a 4-player game. It is. Yeah. It's confusing, but you'll find out tomorrow. Do not worry. Bear an innate fondness for royalty, and sometimes protect monarchs from magical interferences. But they won't harm non-magical folk beyond the occasional sting, so you can deal with them. But you said 5 people. No. Semi and Dub can play one person. It's not like one person means one character, now does it? And if circumstances change, we can still have... Yeah. For the next stages of their scheme, the grandees must lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less in 4 seasons. Ooh. That's not gonna happen. Anyway, we're now in the bidding wars! Trash Can with 2,700 to their name. JP with 2,100. Aero Race with 2,050. Imaginus with 1,950. And The Cheese with 1,000. And Dark Life with an unfortunate number at the end that they didn't intend to call themselves. And Calitino, who is fucking broke with no money, no gold, no pennies, no nothing. Riappa, what do you have to say about that?
I bet their pronouns are epic sauce.
I don't know if any of that made sense, Riappa. We're going to move on from that. Okay, for the Barons, we have A, a fortress, which raises the military, and B, a stadium, which lowers the military. For the Grandees, we have C, a deer park, which lowers the farming, and D, an observatory, which lowers the faith. For the Partitions, we have E, a monument, which raises the authority, and F, a prison, which lowers stability. A, B, C, D, E, or F, get your bags out and throw them on the ground! Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on, bidding on! You get your bidding on right now. No. You have 26 seconds before you all run out of time. Who will basically be able to outbid? Because there's only one thing getting funded. Will someone else come in with a last-minute sniper-rooney? Oh, 10 seconds. Will there be a change? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have lowered stability and farming. Yeah, bastard. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you? So, About Your Heir, False Idols, and a Bright Idea. Let's go for About Your Heir. Your marriage to Basil has grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. Though it began as a political arrangement, it blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. Congratulations are in order. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, or even if they're a bastard or the youngest of your many cousins. My husband and I will have a child together. Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. I'll arrange for you to take a month off from ruling so you can get down to business, get that hard mode active. That's been used for dispatch as of late. Moving on, we've got a bright idea. Since the wedding, you've witnessed your king consort fail miserably at a series of hobbies. Swimming ended with a near drowning. Knitting ended with you being gifted a 12-sleeve shirt. Beekeeping ended with half of the palace watch in hospital. Despite all this, Basil never gives up. I had another idea. I hope you don't mind me hearing it out. I can't wait to hear it. I was looking through the law books and I found a long forgotten decree saying that the king can appoint the king consort as a regional governor. The appointment only lasts half a year, but during the time I have total executive power over the entire region. This makes me nervous, but imagine the good I could do. Which region were you thinking of? Not the coast, obviously. The partitions know me too well. I don't think they listen to a word I say, but anywhere else would work. There will need to be a vote, of course. Oh, of course, the council can vote on which region will be governing. Alright, so let's go for a call of unity. What do you think battle should take over? Should it be the South or the March? A or B? Vote now! Voting is for you. A voting is for you now. Voting is for you. A voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey! Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed, and unanimously have been putting Basil in charge of the South. Just wait until you see the improvements. I'll make the South. Make to the South. They need someone to whip them into shape. I know a thing or two about business. I have the economy singing in no time. Upon my honor! You can't be serious! Okay, I see. Anyway, false idols. That philosopher Ortegra is bleaching what we can only be close to the knife god if we reject our worldly possessions, which could be bad enough. But she's also performing miracles. My spy saw her heal a woman's broken arm with a single touch, cure an old man's blindness. I wasn't paying attention. I thought was voting for B. She must be a witch. Whatever we might think, the peasants believe in her more than our flock to her barn every day as rumors of miracles spread. All right. Do we A, the church should perform better miracles and lure Ortegra's followers away? B, send Inquisitors to stamp out this once and for all? Or C, Ortegra is just a healer, let her carry out... no. A or B, vote now! Voting is for you. A, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And it looks like unanimously the church should perform better miracles and lure Ortegra's followers away. Roll the dice! The Archbishop sends priests to a village long abandoned to drought. Townsfolk from neighboring lands eagerly follow the holy group. Once arrived, the priest's voice rises in carol harmonies. It's dramatic at first, but the townspeople shift their feet and mutter as the sky remains clear. A little rain eventually falls, but witnesses say it was a coincidence. Ortegra continues to preach, claiming the jealous church wants nothing but to stamp her teachings out. It was an 80%. How does an 80% fuck up? And the season! Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two partitions of the coast meet to plot their latest schemes. It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Birds are singing. The markets are in full swing. Do you hear that? On the wind, you could make out the laughter of children playing a game. Ah, yes. Delightful. Wrong! It's horrible! The kingdom is in total sincere, and our plans are in ruins! The king's advisors are happy to be with this rule. We can't buy their loyalty, and believe me, I've tried. The partitions aim to lower stability to 4 or less. Meanwhile, back in the march, Baron Trashcan has met with his co-conspirators once again. Brandy is being passed around in good measures, but there seems to be little cause for celebration. It's no good! The common folk are losing momentum! If we don't keep up this pressure, they'll go back to living their normal lives in peace! Bah! Lazy good-for-nothings! Can't even get off their backsides for one measly revolt! We have to keep them unhappy! Don't allow the king down to stabilize! The Baron's goal is to lower the kingdom's stability to 4 or less. Okay. And normal taxes, please. And the season. We have the Archbishop's request, the cult spreads, and the winter chill. But yeah, the Archbishop's request, I think I know what it is. Your Majesty, I wish to speak with you about the situation in the march. The barons never treated their duties to the church as much revere as it deserves. But now the march has abandoned and I've gone all together. Allow me to send some of my best missionaries to the march. It's for the good of the realm. You have my express permission. Roll the dice! Wonderful! I will make the preparations right away. Roll the dice! Oh. The other regions are less than thrilled that you did not consult the council about the Archbishop's request, but it doesn't stop the mission from going ahead as planned. Roll the dice! Yes! Your stable and prosperous kingdom give weight to the missionary's word. How else would the kingdom be going so well, if not blessed by the Night God himself? Look at that! Turns out to be a rip-roaring success. Trust in the clergy is high, and so marcher peasants convert in droves, whole cities at a time. The Archbishop is more than pleased. He even diverts some of the new marcher tiffs to you as thanks, topping up the treasury. Nice. Anyway, winter chill. The March of Winter has been especially cruel this year. Your Highness, I can still feel it in my bones! I found the secret is layers. It's not just about me! In the march, the river's frozen and the people won't work for fear of frostbite! My butler's touched an iron fence post and lost his entire finger! Alright. Do we A, send the food to the march stockpiles? B, send coastal troops to clear snow and ice? Or C, order the partitions to send any surplus food? A, B, or C? Vote now! Voting is for you. Hey, voting. Yes, my butler is fingerless. Oh my gosh. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting has closed. All the surplus of any. Roll the dice! Let's go! Woo! The partitions gather vast amounts of food from their own harvest and load it onto wagons. It's a tricky business rolling them into the march, but the people are delighted. Barons and peasants alike hole up in their homes, comfortable until the winter passes. Lovely. Meanwhile, the cult spreads. There's a problem with the followers of the Southern Altegra. Her teachings have spread to the coast. Worst, she's getting stronger. She's performing miracles, healing a woman's broken arm with a single touch. curing an old man's blindness. All over the coast, the workers are throwing away their goods and cursing the politicians for their greed. They're clashing with priests, even starting brawls in the street. Every day we lose more workers to this cult. Alright, everyone. Do we, A, join with the church to officially denounce Integra? B, if Integra performing miracle, she must be recognized as an official of the member of the church. Or C, have Integra assassinated. Who wants some free money, everyone? A, B, or C, vote now! Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting. Voting. Who wants some free money? Money. Voting is for you. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Voting is closed, and thus have Integra assassinated. A little money in the right place sweeps your problems clean away. For now. Yeah, whatever. We don't need any of that bollocks. Anyway, end the season. Y'all killed, whatever. Yeah, whatever. It's not like it's gonna be a problem or anything. Yeah. We have, followers governing the South and the Storm Maiden. Hang on, did I win or lose money? JP, you have 3,000 gold. Anyway, governing the South. Let's hope it worked out! Your Majesty, your King Consort's governorship of the March has been nothing short of catastrophic! The last 6 months have been a litany of disasters, unlike anything I've seen. How could you do this to us? I can only apologize. I found out there were all these subsidiaries for different industries, I thought. What's the point of that? So I got rid of them, and then everything kind of collapsed economically. I love you, honey. I love you, honey. Better luck next time. That's just what I thought. I'm so glad I have you to support my dreams, my dear. There we go. Anyway, the Storm Maiden. Behold, your holiness. Grandi Imaginatious. Imaginatious. Pulls aside a turpelin to reveal a granite statue of Grandi JP III. The statue is impeccably detailed. Its expressions a frozen grimace. A sad sight is it not? That's not a statue, is it? Simply observed, your majesty. This is all that remains of my fellow grandee. It seems the Storm Maiden is abroad in the south. Is there a fairy tale about the Storm Maiden? Old women scare their children with tales of her, yes. She is a walking statue with burning yellow eyes. All who meet her gaze are turned to stone. She sleeps for years at a time before waking and terrorizing the kingdom. She must have ambushed Grandi JP III on his latest vineyard inspection. Please, your holiness, we must do something. And now JP IV is now involved. Lovely. We are not hiring a wizard. We either B, send an army to smash the thing to rubble, C, tell everyone in the south to hide, or D, consult the fairy tale for the solution. B, C, or D, vote now! Voting is for you. Hey! Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey! Voting. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey! Damn it. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I saw what you're doing in chat. You're basically cavorting against me, it seems. How dare you? Voting is closed. Consult the fairy tales for a solution. Roll the dice! Oh, you send an expert folklorist from the Quail University. Roll the dice! Shit! According to legend, the Stone Maiden mourns her long-lost love, the third god. Perhaps she seeks revenge on a ninth god who drowned her lover. It's an interesting theory, but it's hardly helpful. Unfortunately, your council draws a blank on the best course of action. You can only watch helplessly at what comes next. Oh my god. The Stone Maiden, enraged, stalks the town for weeks on end, turning thousands of peasants into twisted granite figurines. Oh wait, at long last she retreats to her lair deep underground, falls asleep once more. On the bright side, the grandees now have a plenty of oddly realistic statues to sell. Okay, okay. All's well. All is well. Anyway, time for the followers. Your Highness! That Trovos and philosopher Antigone is gone! But the followers are marching on our estates, demanding justice! It's the same on the coast! They're making her into a martyr! Alright, do we A, send the royal army to put a stop to this? B, ask the church to preach forgiveness on all sides? Or C, pay the grandees to give amnesty to Octagro's former followers? A, B, or C, vote now! Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed, and thus send the royal army to put a stop to this. Your troops charge in and order the farmers back to their lands. Any complainant is met with a blade. There are rumors of unflattering corn effigies made in your image, but the peasants are too afraid to even whisper Ortegra's name, for God's sake. What are you talking about? End the season! And look at that. End the season once again. Lovely. Anyway. Oh! Would you look at that? I've gotten an heir! Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down too? That's all is filled with nervous silence. My child. The assembled nobles break out into a polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Your esteemed highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your child. What is their name? Cassia III. Excellent! Your Angus Majesty. I'm sure little Cassia III will grow to be a chip off the old block. Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. What the fuck do you want, husband? I know you don't trust me, but I can help you. Just give me something to do. Surely this isn't much to ask. What job were you thinking of? I don't know. Something small. I could be commander of the city watch and bring law and order to the capital, or I could just put in charge of constructing a giant statue of you. Anything for you? Giant statue? Sure. Sounds good. I won't let you down. Honest. Love you, honey. That's basically what I'm hearing. Anyway, wait, were there two? Oh, yeah, there were. Anyway, food riots. Your Highness! The famine in the south grows worse by the day! I wonder why. Riots are breaking out in all of the major townships, from Serena to Carival. Starving mobs are pillaging bakeries, granaries, and merchant houses. What are we to do? Do we A, send in the army to control the riots, B, import mass amounts of food from Televan and Kurf, C, the grandees should pay up any surplus gains from the barons, or D, order grain supplies to be diverted to the march. A, C, or D, vote now! Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you now. Vote. Hey, vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Order grain supplies to be diverted from the march. How dare you take our goods from us without compensation? We had a very valuable trade deal in place. We planned to sell that grain to Sal for a steep profit. Now that's fallen through and I've already paid for the cargo space. Oh, shut up, Blackwit. My people are starving. Immense quantities of surplus grain are diverted from the march to the south. And once the peasants have bread again, the riots cease. That's enough to tide them over until the next harvest. And the season! Down the south, Grandee JP the Fourth is visiting the wizard Admiral in her tower, floating on an island amid the clouds. I walked away through the Aspirale last night, and the dreams of being us still rule their crystalline cities. What's taking so fucking long? Please, just give me a few more months. Upon my honor, I won't let you down. Hurry up. I am not accustomed to failure. Sparks fly from Aspirale's fingers, and Grandee JP the Fourth yups in pain, his hair standing on end. The Grandees aim to lower all regions' combined farming to 14 or less. Oh dear. Now we are in the bidding wars! God damn it. What? Now for... Yeah, you turned into a statue. Just so you know. Anyway, now we're in the bidding wars. JP, with 3,300. Trashcan with 2,800. Imaginus, with 2,650. And Aerace with 2,150. Dark Life with 850. The Cheese with 349. And Calatino, who is broke. As much broke as possible. Isn't that right, Reactbot?
So true.
Yeah, but indeed. So anyway, for the barons, we have A, a theatre, which lowers the authority, and B, a feeds guild, which lowers the trade. For the grandees, we have C, a deer park, which lowers the farming, and D, a monument, which raises the authority. For the partitions, we have E, a library, which raises stability, and F, a prison, which lowers stability. A, B, C, D, E, or F. Get your backs out and throw them on the ground! Vote, get your bidding on. Bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Get your bidding on. Oh, bidding on! Get your bidding on right now. Now, here's the thing. I've noticed your a lot are just cavorting, so I'm just gonna just a quick let's just there we go. What? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. You think I can't do that? Still does nothing. I mean, yeah, you're still gonna rebel. It doesn't matter. I mean, you a lot of gonna rebel anyway, but it doesn't matter. I just wanted to basically feel that is cheating. Yes, it was, and I apologize, cheap bastard. Yeah, it was, and I apologize greatly. I really do. I really, really do. Anyway, for my ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of the new golden age. Oh! Yes, I did. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, your majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Amina the Wise. There's a legend that the king who recovers it will rule over the Golden Age. On my advice, on the other hand, we would be to infiltrate each region with loyal spies, defeat the schemes with schemes of their own. But the Chancellor has other ideas. Let me just... So that would be 10, 12, 18. Faith and trade would be the best if you... For you, not gonna lie, since faith is high. Fine. Scepter of Sages. A wise decision, your majesty. I'll be sending out adventurers to track down the Scepter of location. But adventurers aren't cheap. Your priority is to raise the kingdom's overall faith and trade as much as you can. And of course, there can't be open rebellion amongst the nobles. For weeks after you assign Basil the job of building a giant statue of yourself, you wait for news of disaster. But by all accounts, the construction goes well. Huh? It's done! It's done! Nothing went wrong! Didn't know you had it in you. Oh, come on, we're about to do the grand unveiling. The center square of the capital is even more crowded than it was for your coronation. Looming above the eager scepters is a 30-foot tall statue hidden behind a thick red curtain. From a signal from Basil, the curtain falls away to reveal a truly hideous statue. It looks just enough like you to be upsetting. The face is somehow lopsided with bulging eyes and way too many teeth. Ta-da! Words fail me. Speechless, eh? I don't blame you. The cartoonishly ugly statue quickly becomes a running joke among commoners and nobles alike. Sometimes people will take one look at your face and burst out laughing. I want a divorce. Many even started calling you the Stone-Faced, partly in reference to the statue and partly in reference to your expression when someone cracks a joke about the statue. Now that I've proven myself, I have another idea. This will be even more successful. No! Death's below. No need for that. No! I don't want you doing anything! Just be my fucking husband and that's it! Oh, fucking hell. Your Angus Majesty! Immediately, there has been some strange things happening at a newly built prison, but I'd rather keep it quiet for now. The upper nobles can be so judgmental. I don't want people to think I don't have a grip on my prison. Tell me more. Odd symbols have been painted on the bricks of the prison. No one knows where they're coming from, but those who look to them too long grow restless and feverish, and some even flee. Now we'll open this to the council. Law partition, dark life, sighs, and heads to the council chamber. Do we A, paint over the symbols, B, set troops to guard the area, or C, leave it, there's nothing worrying about it? A or B, vote now. I'm already lowered enough as it is. Now, voting. The voting is for you. Hey, vote. I didn't do call for unity. I vetoed something. Voting is for you now. Voting is for you. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed, and thus set troops to guard the area. Roll the dice, and it failed. Darklift hired a selection of mercenaries to guard the prison, but they and their reports are sloppy. They're more interested in playing cards and drinking on duty than keeping vigilant. In the end, oh, for fuck's sake, you're forced to relieve them of their duties after a minor scandal when they got into a drunken scuffle with the warden over a game of cards. End the season. Confirm the tax. What's a rebellion report? Oh, carved symbols, rebellion, and an opening strike. What's the carved symbols? Your Angus Majesty! You recall the symbols that kept showing up on prison and were causing people to run away. Is that still happening? Yes, but now someone's carving them! And we've discovered a network of abandoned tunnels beneath the prison itself. The tunnel walls are carved with those very symbols. When I tried going inside, my leg wouldn't move. I could do nothing but run away. What should we do? Do we A, hire adventurers to explore the tunnels, B, have the tunnels flooded, or C, send a scholar? I'm not sending a fucking scholar. A or B, vote now! Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. Voting is for you. Hey, voting is for you now. And by the way, even if you don't vote, I still get to choose. Voting is for you now. Vote. Voting is for you now. Vote. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I saw you vote at the last second. Hire adventurers to explore the tunnels. Darklift hires a group of adventurers to delve into the tunnels. Aha! So, we are to get into the tunnels and explore them, yes? No! That could damage the prison above! Please just be careful. Oh, yes. It'll be fine. Nothing could go wrong. On the day of the descent, crowds of coastal citizens gather to watch and cheer. The adventurers do not return for some time. Uh-oh. Anyway, time to know what their fucking opening strike is. Time has come! The kingdom has grown soft! Under the weak and ineffectual rule of King Cassia II! As usual, it's up to the barons to fix things! With violence! Aye, too right! Let's march to the capital and kick some heads in! All in good time! We're the barons of the march! Let's live up to that reputation! Eh? Let's be clever! But I want to kick some heads! Oh, there'll be plenty of that. But first, let's think carefully about where to strike first. We can launch a preemptive strike against the partitions to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the grandees may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. We could also call upon the church to condemn the king. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. What do you choose to do? A. Launch preemptive strike on the partitions. B. Call upon the grandees to join their cause. C. Petition for the support of the church. Or D. Send the assassin after the king. Which one do you choose, the cheese? Launch a preemptive strike, you say? Voting is closed. Launch preemptive strike on the partitions. Roll the dice! Oh. The bands launch a surprise attack on the coast, slashing and burning their way across fields and lands. Roll the dice! It was successful. They catch a regiment of the coastal army unaware and spring to ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the backgrounds will still be stained with the red for generation. Fantastic! Down with the king! The Marcher soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the coast devastated in their wake. I don't ask for much, grandees, but I pray to thee, but I beseech thee, please, please help me fighting them back. Please, please. At long last, the barons have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Baron Trashcan, his boots stomping mud all over the nice carpet. The barons of the March are sick of your lies and tyranny! We'll give you a soft city-dwelling bastard to proper kicking! We will be fighting for Voldrick, the true king! This is the formal declaration of war! The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield! One day we will see your head on a spike. Nah, you cheated. I promise I will not do that ever again. I promise. I fucking promise. I beseech thee. Please. I beg of you. No. There may be many heads on spikes before the war is over. Mine will not be among them. Baron Trashcan strides from your throne room without looking back. I expect them to move so boldly, your majesty. What are the chances against the rebels? The barons are formidable, but not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other region to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. Even if you cheat again, it does nothing now. To give the regions a break from your tyranny. How did things get so bad? The leader of the rebellion is the Baron de Cheese. As reason for the uprising, he's starting your history of petty transgressions against the barons. The murder? Rising! Yes, your majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it. So this is it. Civil war. That's right, your majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. Can't wait. I'll go dig out the trebuchets. And the season. Rebellion report! Oh my dude, giddy on. So, mustering an army, a tunnel dweller, and the great... What's this? The great battle. A great battle. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding and riven with the march of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least, that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty! The army of the March is advancing on the capital, led by the treacherous Cur Baron de Cheese. I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the south. If they march now, they could intercept the barons in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the coast. It's risky, but together they have a hard chance of defeating the accursed barons. What's your orders, your majesty? I don't like any of this! I don't like one bit! Tell the Grandees to fight the Marcher army head on. Very well, your majesty. I'll rely on your orders from Grandee, me, the commander of the field. Hopefully they'll do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield. We have our orders, but should we follow them? Do you A, follow orders and send the Southern Army to fight the rebels? B, defy the orders and link up with the partitions? Or C, hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without a challenge? Please! Please! I beg you! I will support all of you with all the power that I have! Please! Oh, please. Please, please, please. Please. Ah! Voting is closed. Hang back and let the rebel marchers on the capital without the challenge. The city holds its breath. You stew in your palace, waiting anxiously for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into the throne room. Those damn bastard coward cravens! The treacherous yellow-bellied livy-lillard, chicken-hearted bastards! How did the battle go? There wasn't a damn battle! Instead of engaging the enemy or linking up with the partitions, the Grandees told their army to just hang back, do nothing! They sat pretty in their cans and scratched their asses while the entire marching army walked by! I'll have their heads for this. If you win, which now looks less likely, you have no choice but to rely on the partitions. It all comes down to the next battle, your majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. We will prevail. That's the spirit. Now I really must be going. I have a lot to take care of. You... Along the march border, countless boots churn the ground to mud. Marching songs fill the air. The bound troops are mustering in vast numbers. Huzzah! Look at them all! What are we waiting for, eh? Let's go! Come down on the capital like hell itself! I'm as eager to spill blood as anyone, my friend. But we can't commit too early. When we strike, we must strike with all our might. And on the subject, I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the trials ahead. Do you hire mercenaries from the Ashmolean Empire? B, constrict a mass of peasant lives? Or C, call upon the Holy Order of the Ninth to join the cause? Or D, the existing marcher army will be enough? What do you choose? God fucking damn it. Rub salt in the wound, why don't you, you son of a bitch? Voting is closed. Higher Empire... Ugh! Are we really hiring Ashmoleans to do our fighting for us? I feel dirty. Me too, but we have no choice. This is the price of victory! When the Ashmolean mercenaries arrive in the march, it becomes apparent how different their customs are with the locals. They pray to Kaldovulgar, the machine god, in an attempt to remind him that the world exists. They claim their swords are alive and will grow angry if sheathed for too long. They bathe every single day. But they're perfectly capable of enacting hideous violence in exchange for money. And that's all the barons need for them. Let's look at the tunnel dweller. What ho, your majesty! We found something beneath that coastal prison. No loot, alas, but a man, sickly and pale. He claimed not to have seen sunlight for years. He's been sneaking out to draw those symbols under cover of darkness. He's saying that the symbols are protective wards to keep the building from harm. I'm not so sure. He seems harmless, but completely unhinged. Harmless! It's evil magic! That's what it is! A warlock can only be cleansed with fire! Do we A, throw that symbolist obsessed fool in jail? B, he's harmless, let him go on with it? Or C, burn the warlock? A or C, vote now! Vote, god damn it. Good. I'm now having fun. B, please. Can you vote for B? Can you vote for C? Can you vote for C, please? Vote for C, please. 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Voting is closed. Throw the symbol of cesspool in jail. The vagrant is swiftly thrown into a jail cell. Conveniently, there's already a prison just above the tunnels where he was already found. What efficiency. He immediately starts doubling more symbols on the wall, whatever he can lay his hands on. Still, he's harmless enough. Other prisoners take him under his wing, treating him as one of their mascots. Gotta have! Gotta have! Gotta have! Please call off this rebellion, please! Gotta have! End the season, and the rebellion report. Oh my fucking god. Sickness spreads, an armed merchant, and the final battle. Arms merchant, we gotta spend money. Your Majesty, the merchant is here to see you. He has come. Oh, by the way, the ads are playing. You know what that means.
I've declared war not because capitalism's a thorn in my side.
We're out in nostalgia for an America gone by. This war is a people's war against a system that spiraled out of our control. It's a war against the fucking forces of entropy. Understand? Do whatever it takes to stop them. Defeat them. Gut them. If I gotta kill, I'll kill. If I need your body, I'll fucking take it. Fucking hell. If you don't want to see those ads, be sure to sub to this channel or go on the multi-stream on YouTube. I'm sorry, my liege. I just came back from an exposition in the Southern Peninsula. A merchant is here to see you. He has come all the way from Kerf, I hear. I hope he has something useful to sell me. Yes, I believe he does. Your limblings, so wonderful to see you. I hear little Cassia the Third is doing well. Doing very well, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Moreover, I'll be pleased to know that the Kerf Senate have deliberated for many weeks and ultimately agreed to extend you the offer of an arms contract. Not just any contract, mind you. The Republic has offered to sell gunpowder weapons, muskets, cannons, blunderbusses, bombards, you name it, I have it. Alright, what have you got? I've got everything your heart could desire. I'm having ads now. Oh, hell no. I'll take the blunderbusses. Yes, powerful weapons, perfect for storming the capital. Those will be 850 your limerence. I changed my mind, I don't want the blunderbuss. I'll let you know if you change. Okay, what about the cannons? 1,000. Doing install. Oh. I'll take the cannons. I can't afford that. Here you go. Cannons! Hope the new weapons will be enough to turn the You know what? I can't see shit. Yeah. Don't worry. I won't be doing shit, but god fucking damn it. It will be better than Pat, but... Oh, God. Ow, God. Oh, no. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Okay, have you all come back from your shitty ad break yet? You don't like being beaten. You don't know. Yeah, you don't know. You don't know? Maybe you screwed us all over. No. Okay, here we go. After the hideous cowardice of the grandees, alas, so is the partitions. The rule that stands between the capital and the marcher army. I feel faint. Take heart, your majesty. We haven't lost yet. I'll send word to the partitions that it's time to strike. We can only hope they listen to our orders, your majesty. Wait. Is anyone in the partitions at all? Do we A, send the coastal army to fight the rebels, or B, hang back and let the rebels march on the capital without challenge? Oh no. I gotta hope that 20% saves my fucking life now. 10 more seconds! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Roll the dice! Your marshal rides out with your orders, leaving you with anxiously for the outcome of the battle. The next few days are agony. When... When she finally returns, it's not in the manner you'd hope. She's carried into your throne room on a stretcher, coughing weakly. Her torso is covered in blood-soaked bandages. Nine for both, what happened to you? It's nothing. Just leave me. Let me make my report. As we marched to engage the enemy, we got lured into an ambush. I should have seen it coming. It was a narrow pass, forcing our armies into a choke point. Suddenly, our numbers didn't matter. The barons softened us out with a hail of arrows. They were smashed into like a hammer striking an anvil. Blood and screams, so much damn. When they found me, I was under a pile of corpses with 6 arrows in me. They say it's a miracle I survived it all. We've lost. We're all going to die! Pull yourself together! She sits back, engulfed in a coughing fit. If we want to see the year's end, we must build up fortifications, stop our food, train up a citizens' militia. The barons will be camped outside the city walls in a matter of weeks. It's time we pray to the night, your majesty, because apart from him, we're on our own. Hey, let's see how good you are with sickness. Your holiness, terrible sickness is spreading among my troops in the south. Oh, get away from me. Get away from me, you fucking traitors. Calm yourself, your holiness. I do not have it. If we let the disease run its course, we will have lost of soldiers we can't afford to lose. But I am not sure how much more we can do. Perhaps the cancer can see. Oh, I don't know. For all, if you ask me, maybe it should just die. Nah. Let's just do nothing and stop spreading the sickness. To stop spreading the sickness. Why fucking not? Vote. You can't rebel because there's nothing to rebel. Now vote, god damn it. Now vote, god damn it. Just, you did this to me. You did this to me. To do nothing to stop spreading the sickness. By the ninth! How could the council be so blind? We have to do something! But nothing is done. The sickness blazes through the southern troops like a forest fire. By the time it's done, the dead outnumber the living. And we can control her. Doesn't matter. And the season! There's also a fucking auction if you want to basically get involved with that. I don't care anymore. Start the auction. Do whatever you want. I don't care anymore. It doesn't matter. They've won. Yeah, Chap, you've literally asked me on Discord if I want to dethrone you, and that day has finally come. That is true, JP. That is fucking true. Fuck me, I guess. But not before I do something like this. I don't know it. No. Oh, what happened? Oh! 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 Would you look at that? The authority and the military have gone up. What a surprise. Oh! I know. I fucking know. Look at that. Look at that. You've got the W. You got the W. You got the fucking W. Triumph on the rebellion. The sun rises on the city in turmoil. The barons begin their assault last night, and since then, you've heard nothing outside but screams and howls and the clashes of blades. Half the capital is in flames. Soldiers rush back and forth, shouting panicked orders. You haven't seen your marshal since the night before. Perhaps she's already dead. Your honor guard are in the streets outside the palaces, building a barricade and organizing a last-ditch defenses. Vital work, but you're vulnerable without them by your side. The royal court is empty except for you, your husband, and your child, cradled in the arms of your nanny. Their crying is giving you a headache. But we'll be alright, won't we? We'll survive this. It's up to the ninth to decide. My king, may I suggest you come with me? I have made a few friends during my voyage. For you it'll be in exile, but it's better than nothing. I suppose. You moved past offshore rebelling too fast. You wait and stew. Outside the screams and clashes get louder. Finally, your spy master arrives, out of breath, her face stained by smoke and blood. They'll be here any moment, your majesty. You must saddle your horse and escape the city. I know a secret passage. Marvelous! We're saved! Show me where to go. You follow the spy master down through the hidden trapdoor behind your throne. Basil accompanies you, as does the nanny, still holding your child in your arms. The capital is lost, but you can get it back. The grandees have agreed to shelter you while you plot your revenge. Yes, thank you. At least some people are loyal. After crawling down a secret tunnel for what feels like hours, you spill out into a leafy courtyard. For horses are waiting. As you saddle them, you hear a wet thud behind you, followed by the sound of something rolling across the floor. Turn around. Your spymaster is lying dead on the ground. Her head is missing. Baron de Cheese stands over the body, flanked by a dozen soldiers, his long sword stained red. Never liked her. Ideas above her station. Your nanny runs off, still clutching your child in her arms. At least that's a ray of hope. Even if you die now, your heir still lives. Baron de Cheese, please, have mercy. What have we ever done to you? Quiet! You have nothing to fear. I'm not here for you. So you knew... Get it over with. As you wish! With a triumphant smirk, Baron de Cheese makes a sharp gesture. The marcher soldier steps forward, crossbow at the ready. Next time, your majesty, don't underestimate the barons. We keep this kingdom safe from empires and from tyrants. Brace yourself. Instead of killing you, the soldier seizes you and drags you back towards the palace. Your ordeal isn't over. Your husband is dragged off too, kicking and screaming. You never see him again. You can only hope Baron de Cheese kept his promise and no harm came to him. After a week rotting in your own dungeon, you marched out onto the public platform, jeered at by thousands of peasants. You cringe under a barrage of rotten fruit and fresh dung. Baron de Cheese sits in a front row grinning. The rebels have won. The capital has been taken. You are a former king. Yeah, enjoy the 90 gold, dipshit. The decapitator awaits you. Its blade gleaming in the blood-red light of dawn. It feels so impersonal. Whatever happened to the big bloke with the axe? The crowd stares up, eager to hear your last words. Citizens of the kingdom, avenge my death. At last, it'll save money on hats. The wonders of modern technology, eh? Citizens of the kingdom, avenge my death! You place your head on the hole. The blade falls so quickly, you scarcely have time to wonder if... Shwing! Funk! Your head bounces into Baron de Cheese's lap, and your reign comes to a gruesome end. The barons are victorious. Having lost to the rebellious barons, King Cassia II was dragged out of the palace and decapitated in the city square. After losing the civil war, the partitions retreated to within their borders and immediately began plotting against the Oxford. As a reward for staying loyal to the king, the top grandees were beheaded in public. The survivors swore loyalty to the new regime in private. They swore vengeance. Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens? Do you see what happens? Do you see what happened, JP and Amaginus? See what happened? You got beheaded. Should have trusted me. The barons launched a rebellion that toppled the kingdom and devastated the kingdom. In the aftermath, nobody could stop them from taking the throne, and Baldric was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatic common folk. Thought for not letting us rebel. King Cassia II, the loser. Game length 3 years and 6 months. Spouse Basil of the Coast and successor King Baldric. The wealthiest, of course, is is Ganahan. I will time you out if you call me that again. Poorest noble, me. As well. And look, it's King Baldric. How's it like, Baldric? With an authority of 0, a stability of 5, a treasure of 0. Good luck handling a trade of 7, a farming of 9, a military of 9, a faith of 6, and a defiance of 10 with the grandees, a trade of 6, a farming of 3, a military of 5, a faith of 9, and a defiance of 6, while the partitions have a trade of 10, a farming of 7, a military of 3, a faith of 3, and a defiance of 0. Bastards! Exit the game. So, you know, that was something. Well, GG, everyone. You have dethroned me. Isn't that lovely? Well, thank you all for watching, and I appreciate you all being here. It's all fun and games at the end of the day. What can it be said? You were the better people. You were the better person at the end of the day. What can I say? And a very big thank you also to anyone that turned up, lurked, followed, or anything like that. As we go into a luscious little road. Who shall we be raiding today? Let us raid. You know what? Let's raid Space Pirate K, because why not? For anyone who doesn't know Space Pirate K, he is a Space Pirate VTuber, and I hope you all say your lovely hellos to him. Be sure to use the raid message, and if you don't have this emote because you're not followed on me, that's fine. You can just use a different emote. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a good day, good evening, good afternoon. And I will see you all tomorrow with some MonsterCon. It's a goodbye from ReactBot.
Yes.
And it's a goodbye from me. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye-bye!